In this video, we are going to check out a hilarious and not safe for work niche idea that makes well over $100K a year and could easily be drop shipped using print on demand. Let's take a look.
So I love the idea of this store. These products are absolutely hilarious. They are not safe for work, so let me just warn you before I scroll down and look into her store and show you her listings. If you have small children in the room who maybe know how to read already, probably you don't want to be showing them this video. So it is hilarious though, and you are going to absolutely love this review. Before I jump into it, let me give you my brief disclaimer that I'm not affiliated with this store, I'm not affiliated with Etsy, and I don't endorse the store or their products. I'm just doing this review completely on my own. It's my own opinion, and I'm totally independent. So let's just take a peek at her store here. It's called Just a Candle Co., and she sells hand-poured soy candles. The seller's name is Tia, and she just updated her store logo or her store header image here to have a holiday look. So that's really, really cute. But scrolling down, you can see that she has a very common theme amongst her listings, and they're hilarious. Her store aesthetic is really, really clean, very minimalistic. The product photos are all very uniform. She's doing an excellent job here with her photos. And in general, the storefront just looks really good, really simple, and you can really focus on the products themselves, which is fantastic. This is a relatively new store as well. She has 126 listings. And let's go ahead and jump into her Etsy store stats while we are talking about her being a new store. So she's been on Etsy since 2020. Her first feedback is actually from April 1st of 2020. So she's looking at about a 2.5-year-old store here. We're now at the beginning of November, so 2.5 years, and she has racked up 13,123 sales. So that's pretty impressive. That's a great number of sales to see in such a short period of time. If we look at her storefront, we can see she has an average product price of about $20. And we will figure out why that is in just a second, because it does say $9 on her main page here. But I wanted to take a peek into one of her best-selling items that I absolutely love. So this is her... Did I jack up the store stats? Did I even say how much money she makes, for Christ's sake? I don't even know if I did. Dude, I'm having it. I'm really going through it with this listing. Fricksicles. So let's take a peek at one of her best-selling listings here. I absolutely love this one. I think you guys can probably see immediately why I chose to do the review on this particular best-selling listing in her shop, because this is my name. And so I automatically love this candle. I can totally relate, and I would love to have this candle in my house. If y'all want to buy me a Christmas gift, please feel free to add this one to your list, because this is awesome. Anyways, before we dive into the SEO aspects of her listing, let's talk about that pricing real quick, because I did say that her average product price was higher than what it looks like on the main screen. So if we see here, even though it said that this candle was $9.35, when we actually go to the listing, it is $15, just under $15. And it is on sale, and she does have a time-based sale here. So she is adding to that urgency, which is fantastic. But if I open up the size drop down, it gives me two options. She has a 4-ounce candle, which is sold out, and she has a 9-ounce candle, which is the one selected for the $15. So likely that 4-ounce candle is the one that is actually $9, and it doesn't let me pick that in the drop down menu. So let's see what it's going to cost to have this shipped. It is actually going to cost a little over $8 to ship it, $8.27 to be exact. And if I add that $8 to this $15, we are now looking at about 23, 24 bucks. So that puts that average price point right back up there. And that's where we can see she makes a little over $100,000 a year. Now that we've gotten the pricing out of the way, I do also want to take a peek at her SEO. So let's look at her pictures first. This is obviously a great photo, not because my name is on it, but because it is well done. The background is beautiful, but also blurred, and it's also color coordinated with the actual candle design itself, which puts the focus on the candle. So I love it. Very great photo here. She has a little video here. The candle in the video is not the candle from the main photo, so she probably made this video and can use it for every single product in her store, especially since all the candles in her store are the same except for the labels on them. So I love this. It's very simple, very clear to see. I really like it. It was well done. She also gives you the option to rush the order, and this is probably because the Christmas shopping season has already begun and people are looking to get their Christmas presents in time. So that was really, really smart of her to include this image. Next we see a image where she says it comes in a gift bag. Another very, very smart thing. I'm not sure what it costs her to order these bags, but whatever it costs is definitely worth it because it really makes this product giftable. And likely it's not that much money. It's probably not more than $1 per bag. It's probably significantly cheaper than that. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't really price checked bulk bags, but if you know, please feel free to drop it in the comments about how much something like this would cost. This is a great feature to add to your product if your product can be given as a gift. Next, she says that it's packed with biodegradable peanuts. So I love that she is actually thinking about the environment and she's really trying to emphasize that fact. That's fantastic. And then, of course, she has more images of the candles and their features. The scents on the bottom, it burns evenly. This one's just a really beautiful image of the candles without a label. The candles that she probably pours these all in bulk, so it looks really nice in the box, etc. So just different views of the candles themselves. That is actually really well done. I love how she has done her photos. Taking a peek at her title here, I'm going to drop her title into my workbook. It looks like she's using 135 characters in her title. And this, of course, you've probably already heard me mention this in a video before, but this is part of my Etsy Seller Success Workbook. You can get that at the link in the comments. I do sell this item. There's also a lot of freebies in there, so make sure you check those out and see if any of those freebies can help you. I have created freebies for different aspects of running and growing and starting an Etsy store, so please check those out. Anyways, back to her SEO. She's using 135 characters. There's only 5 left. There's not a lot of words that could probably fit in here, so she really has utilized most of the available space. She's got some great variety in here. She does say candle several times because it is, of course, a candle, but she's got some long-term keywords in here like personalized last F candle, soy candle, adult humor gift, custom candle, my last nerve gift, swear candle, etc. So great use of variety there. And we can see similar variety in these tags. She does actually spell out the swear words in the tags, and just in case there's little ears in the room, I'm not going to read those out loud, but they are pretty funny. And then here we see candle and candles with an S as 2 separate keywords. So I would probably have just focused on one of these and then went for a longer tail keyword. But aside from that, she's done a great job with really adding variety in here. I'm scrolling down to see if there's more keywords at the bottom. And there is. Etsy is splitting those nowadays. So she also has funny gifts, soy candle, scented soy candle, Mother's Day gift, funny gift friend, etc. So some of these keywords are more focused on the fact that this is a gift. And I would be willing to bet that most of the products in her store are purchased as gifts. So if we read some of these, they are pretty funny. And she does have a little more what's the word? Not so sweary version of this candle. So instead of saying a swear word, it says last nerve. So I love that she does offer those with the two different ways of saying it, so that if you don't like that swear word, or in this case, this is a teacher's gift, so it says Mrs. Baker's last nerve. Oh, look, it's on fire. That would be a hilarious teacher gift. So I love that she has thought about that, and she has really capitalized on providing multiple options. And then the rest of these are always really giftable as well. So there's one about sobriety, if you're staying sober. There's people that are probably struggling with the staying sober. I have a few friends right now that actually are doing a sober journey, and they would really appreciate something like this because it can feel really frustrating and overwhelming. So being supportive is important, and I think that's super funny and cute candle idea to show like, hey, I support you, I'm here with you. So really, really cool. It takes a village, you're a part of mine. So not all of these are sweary. This one says, look at you becoming a dad and whatnot, becoming a mom and whatnot. So things that are for new parents, really, really cute ideas for different sorts of gifts. And this is a different one that I wanted to showcase because I also think this is hilarious. This one is for you because your room stinks. So I find this funny because it's a sibling gift and it's a brother or sister gag gift. And I have 5 kids, and so I'm always hearing, ew, close your door, your room stinks. So this to me is personally hilarious. But that's not why I wanted to showcase this. I actually wanted to showcase this because we don't see a lot of sibling gifts being marketed. So I think that she has done a good job of kind of honing in on a special little niche there or niche there that is not overly done. So a lot of people are buying presents for various reasons, for various relatives, especially in the holiday season, but also for birthdays. And she's really thought outside the box to think, okay, what else could be given as a gift? Who else buys gifts for each other? Oh, siblings do. So I think that's really, really clever, and I really wanted to point that out because she has done a really fantastic job, honestly, of just thinking outside of the box for different types of candles that she can make. This is a particular seller that if I read, let me see if I can find it in her description. These are hand poured candles, and the perk of making these candles yourself is that you can do a lot of scents. As you can see in her description, she has a lot of scents listed here, which is fantastic. I don't know what most of them would actually smell like off the top of my head, but they sound yummy. And then let's see, I feel like she said in here about it being hand poured, but I'm not seeing it in here. So it does not say this here. It probably says it in her about. And I apologize for the fast scrolling. There is no about. Okay, so I'm just wrong. I'm just apparently making stuff up here. I feel like I saw somewhere that she was a hand. Oh, there it is. Attention to detail here. Hand poured soy candles. Okay, so that does imply that she is making these herself, but when I was initially doing my research for this video, I found a lot of candle makers who offer print on demand, and I actually updated my freebie. I have a free resource. The links are in the description to all my resources, but I had one that was like 60 plus print on demand suppliers. It's now 70 plus because there's actually a lot of different candle makers that are selling print on demand candles. So if you think this is a cool idea and maybe you can think of some fun labels to make or some cute art to put on the labels, there is definitely a lot to choose from in terms of candle makers who are willing to do most of the work for you. So you can really set this up as a drop shipped item, as a print on demand item, and focus on growing your store instead of focusing on making the actual candles. So that is really cool, and I really love that that's a possibility, especially if you are a clever person or a sarcastic person and you have lots of funny one liners or clever sayings. So, this is really, really cool. There is also another seller that is making over $500,000 a year dropshipping a pretty unique item. You should check out that video review right here.